Hi, it's Naomi from naomicraig.com. I'm here today to do another 5-point book review on The Palmer Girl by Don Klinge. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I actually received a copy of this on audiobook, so I had the opportunity to listen while I was doing this. That's always a fun treat as I'm doing dishes. This is The Palmer Girl. It is part of the Historic Hotels collection, and this is the blurb. When insurance tycoon Cornelius Nordman is recruited to work for the Exposition Corporation, the New Yorker brings his family to live at the Palmer House Hotel, far away from any reminders of a recent tragedy. He's hopeful this move will offer respite from his family's grief. Elizabeth Nordman, his daughter, has something to prove, which leads her to seek work as a florist at Marshall Field's, Chicago's finest department store. John Lewis knows something is different and intriguing about the new florist he's hired when his boss, Marshall Field, informs him that Elizabeth is the Nordman heiress. His job suddenly becomes more complicated, especially when he finds himself falling for her. On the eve of the Columbian Exposition of 1893, Chicago prepares to prove that it's a first-class city, and the brightest minds from around the country will plan the most spectacular fair the world has seen. The World's Fair will bring change and innovation into a society bound tightly by class and tradition. Elizabeth's heart longs to push against those boundaries, so what's holding her back? This was really well narrated. Let me see if I can't find who the narrator is. It was really done well. Ellen Quay is the narrator for this. This is book 2 of the Historic Hotels, but it is a standalone. I did not miss anything by just listening to this one first. It was very well done. I enjoyed it, and here is my 5-point book review on Palmer Girl. And let me get to the right place. Palmer Girl, Chicago World Fair. Number 1, Elizabeth is a wealthy socialite intent on working to provide floral arrangement for department store Marshall Field's. Number 2, John is the window dresser and an artist. Number 3, there's the World's Fair, Ferris wheel, Cracker Jacks, Palmer Hotel, bicycles. Number 4, Elizabeth feels the burden of the past. She must be all that her father needs, which means that if she gets involved with John, that he should be taking over. And number 5, there's class distinction, with Elizabeth being an heiress of a wealthy father, and John is a window dresser. So there's some class distinction issues that they go through. It was a lot of fun to hear about the history, and I have to tell you that this cover is lovely, but because I did not look at the book every time, I actually had in my mind, because her name is Elizabeth, I believe the author is Elizabeth Camden, and it's The Gilded Lady. That's what I kept picturing, this someone wearing like extravagant clothes. So I'll link that below. But no, but this is a very pretty cover as is, and it does do well. I'm sorry, my mind just imagined her to be the Gilded Lady from Elizabeth Camden. So if you've read that, which I haven't, let me know in the comments. And if you've read Palmer Girl or heard Ellen Quay narrate, let me know if you think that's a reasonable assumption. I'm sure it's a different time period, but there you go. So this was a lot of fun. I did receive a copy of this from the author, but it in no way influenced my review, and all of the opinions are my own. So that's a good way that you can get free books, is by interacting with authors. You know, if you just comment on, sometimes authors will say, hey, I've got some audio codes. Has anyone likes them? Comment on it, interact, and you'll get some amazing books. I'll definitely look for more of Don Klinge's Klinges. Let me know if you know how to say that correctly. Books, and this was really an enjoyable read. If you want another historical free book, this is another way, is I have my biblical fiction novella. It's called On Desolate Heights. It's the story of Balaam and his talking donkey. That is available free for download at naomicraig.com. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to read a good book and make sure to leave a review.